I was in recitation for my history of Olympic sports class.
You don't ever have to apologize to us, but we appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Jordan, say when you're ready. You good? Everybody else good? Yes, sir. Drake, you doing an opening statement today, or you just want?
I mean, I'm good. I don't know what that. Do a lot of people do opening statements? I was about to say.
Your head coach is notorious for the length of his
Really? Oh, okay, gotcha.
17 minutes yesterday?
He's what, there was 30-something in August?
Really, 30 minutes?
Sometimes he has some things.
Wow. Good for coach. That's pretty impressive.
20 minutes after Monday after Notre Dame.
He comes with notes. Does he talk that long with you guys?
No, he keeps it pretty brief, but sometimes he can go, but I think it's usually good stuff, so he's got to.
All right, y'all go ahead.
Not usually. Sometimes some highlights.
I was just curious, growing up, which one of your brothers would you say you maybe tried to emulate the most? Like being the youngest brother. Like, was there one in particular that maybe you gravitated to more, copied more in terms of athletics?
Yeah, I think it's really hard to kind of narrow it down to one. I think, I can probably take, one from each. Probably the main characteristic from Luke is just his work ethic and the way he works. Cole, I think, just his personality. I keep things light. He's always, he's fun to be around. He lightens the room. And Bo, just the way he treats other people. No matter who it is, Bo, he cares about him and asks about him. And he just, always good manners and just try, take it from each one of them. And I think I try to, emulate as much as I can for them because, there's three. They're my best friends, and just the way they handle themselves is something that I admire.
And as much as you are focused on the season and winning games and everything, having your name thrown around in terms of the Heisman race, have you taken a moment just to think about how cool that is? I mean, coming from just playing in the backyard kind of thing to now actually having your name out there like that.
Yeah, I really haven't sat down and really thought about it like that. We still got, a few weeks left, but obviously hearing my name in some of those conversations is a blessing. It's, it's a dream. So I really haven't sat down. I think I need to do more of that, throughout the season, just, especially after a win. I think after that one at Wake, I think in the locker room when kind of everybody's jumping around, I jumped around for a little bit, but then I really sat down and just kind of, thought about the game and just kind of overlooked the win. I think I need to do that more. I think that's a good point, just to try to, realize what we got going and enjoy the moment.
Do you remember the first time that you heard your name come up?
No, I couldn't exactly remember. Maybe, I mean, obviously some of the students in walking to class and stuff. But seriously, other than that, maybe running off the field. Virginia was the first time I feel like a lot of people started saying it. I think. So.
What was your reaction?
I think it was a pretty cool moment. Knowing the Tar Heel Nation just supporting me and the way they've come to the away games, and I feel like that whole side of the Wake game especially was Carolina blue. So just embracing it, and at the same time realize that stuff, like I said, comes with winning games. So just trying to do my part.
Did you hear the Carolina fans late in the Wake game chanting?
Yeah, yes, sir. Yeah, I heard that one. I think it may have been around the time when I slid too early and missed the first down, which looked like a bozo. So ended up getting it, which worked out. But no, they've been awesome. I think throughout the whole season. So we're going to need them in some of these games coming up. So I'm sure they'll show out.
They did the pit game, too.
Yeah, yes, sir.
When you were going off, do you remember?
Did they?
Yeah.
Yeah, that may have been it. It may have been Pitt. Yeah, so one of those. So they've been nice. They've been supportive. So.
I know you're talking about being at Wake and everybody celebrating, and you were celebrating, but then you decided to sit down for a little bit. Like, why? What do you think? What do you think came over you then, and what were you thinking about? Like, what caused you to pull out of it a little bit?
I think maybe just the built up of these stressful road games, kind of having that final one, pulling it out, and I think just sitting back and seeing that trophy get passed around, just enjoying it, and just kind of admiring the guys and how much work we put in, and just overlooking how much. I mean, it's all year round. It's a year-round thing, and how much we work for it. It's just a proud moment of seeing it work out. Yeah, for sure.
You mentioned kind of the stress of road games, but I feel like every time we've kind of talked about a road game or coming down to the wire, Malik has put it in Drake's hand. He's going to get the job done. I mean, what is it like to have the coaching staff and your fellow players just have that kind of confidence in you?
No, yeah, it means the world to me. I think I think a lot of times it's not just me that makes a play, whether it's a guy making a block or Josh or some of the receivers, tight ends, making a big catch. So I think it often falls on me because I'm a quarterback, but at the same time, I think a lot of people kind of portray that go into the needed exilience at the end. I don't know if that's the right word, but also the defense making big stops. I think that goes underlooked. They've made some big plays at the end of games, so putting it in my hands, but also the defense has been tremendous at the end of the game, especially fourth quarter. They put together some tremendous stops.
Drake, one of the players that died in the shooting at UVA, Lieutenant Chandler, is from the Charlotte area, pretty close to your hometown. Did you know him, and how did that whole situation affected you, given how recently you played that team?
Oh yeah, I knew Devin pretty well. I used to go out and throw with him in throwing sessions. Be around from the same area. The players that going off to college, and he was a great player. Played at Huff, which I went to my freshman year, so he transferred in after that. But I knew a lot of players at Huff that were best friends with him. I think Chance Carroll on our team, he played at Huff. He played with Devin. He was sick. He's been battling some stuff. So it's just a tragedy. Anytime that something that reckless happens, and just hearing some of the story of what happened, just awful news, and just praying thoughts and prayers out to the UVA community.
The weight game seemed like it was very physical, and by the end of the game, your body language looked like you really took a lot of hits.
Mm-hmm.
How did you feel after the weight game? How do you feel now?
Yeah, I think starting off, I feel pretty good. I've been getting in the training room a little bit. I feel good. I felt good out there at practice this morning. After the game, it's just one of those things throughout any player, getting a lot of reps throughout the game. It's a physical game, so you're going to feel beat up. But I thought I felt pretty good.
Was that game more physical than any of the other, or was it about the same?
I think it's about the same. I think one other game I felt like I was hurting pretty bad, but that's just part of it. Part comes with it, and they got to do a better job of avoiding those hits because durability is a big thing as a quarterback.
Max said about the possession that led to the right after Cam's interception, you guys got the game winning field goal. You got down to the 5-yard line, had a first down there, and he said you guys, quote, messed it up. There was the sack and a couple
Yeah.
of What did you learn in film with Phil going back and looking at how that possession played out?
Yeah, it's just it was a bad part of my part. That first down, 1st and 5. I don't think we had anything there. I tried to make a play. It's just kind of really just immature play. I think it was one of my first ones of the season where I just tried to make a play when I didn't need to. Tried to do too much. I think that just after that set us behind the sticks, and those next 3 plays, credit to Wake, they kind of dropped back because they probably knew we were going to pass it, and they played good coverage. So we didn't get to keep the clock rolling. We didn't get in the end zone, but we ended up getting 3. We ended up working out. So at the end of the day, that's all that matters. We're definitely a learning experience just for me, especially in those big time moments. You gotta kind of slow down and realize what's the best thing to do in that situation.
You mentioned taking a moment for yourself after the weight game to kind of soak it all in. Have you done that at any point with the season at large, and kind of how far you've come as a player, how far you guys have come as a team since August to take a moment and reflect on that?
No, I really haven't. I think kind of that the first time I was in the locker room after Wake where I really sat down and kind of thought about, particularly that game, just because, a big game, clinching the Coastal. But I think it's something, I think maybe after that state game, or probably Clemson, when it's kind of a break, I think I'll definitely, sit down and probably watch some highlights or, watch kind of the course of the season just to see how special it's been.
Drake, what CL was asking about with your brothers, just with the Heisman talk growing and growing and growing, like, is there anyone like your dad, your mom, Luke, whoever, Bo, that you have talked to just about the Heisman or has given you any sort of advice, like, man, this thing is really starting to become real here? Like, anybody there that you've just been in touch with, that you've been talking about the Heisman with, or they've been sort of maybe giving you some pointers or some help with this whole thing?
Yeah, no, I really, particularly my family, I really haven't mentioned it much. I think most of my family, I had some cousins in from California at that weight game. So we kind of briefly talked about it while Jeremy had me on the ESPN radio after the game, so they kind of heard some of the conversation they were talking to me about it. But it's really not kind of been the elephant in the room, but we've just been rolling on with the season and just trying to play 1 week at a time and see how things unfold. But mainly it's stuff that talked about is usually with Jeremy, so mainly I'm just talking about it with Jeremy. But other than that, not really kind of not that I need it really, just but I think that's a good point. Just kind of get some pointers, but I think it's maybe something I should look into.
I don't know if there are pointers to get.
Yeah.
I just didn't know if, your dad or somebody.
Mm-hmm.
What would it mean, though, just to even receive an invite to New York and be sitting with four of the best players in the country and just getting that type of recognition, even if you don't win it,
Yeah.
being in that position?
No, I think it'd mean the world to me. I think, especially going to, up there with, three other tremendous players, who been, a lot of players this season who play really well, but just getting an invite, I think that'd be pretty special. You're growing up watching, all those guys, seeing different quarterbacks, and, people are kind of arguing that's becoming kind of the quarterback award, but you've seen some running backs and stuff like that this year who's starting in the talk, so I think it's just, one of the best awards in college football, and kind of one of the best awards in college sports, so just getting an opportunity to go would be pretty cool for sure.
Is the trajectory of the season surreal at all? I mean, 4 months ago you were in a quarterback battle, and now you're being talked about winning the Heisman Award.
Yeah, I think it happened pretty fast, but I think it's nothing that I didn't expect. Not that I expected to be in these conversations, but I expected us to have a good season and being a chance to win the ACC Coastal. I think I saw something the other day when Will Shipley committed to Clemson. I think I said see you in the ACC championship. So I think it's pretty cool seeing that come to life in this first year. So it's been a special journey, but we got some more work to do.
You guys got anything about Georgia Tech? Because he's going.
I have something that's not.
Did you remember tweeting that?
No, I didn't remember tweeting that. Actually, I was actually surprised I tweeted something like that. But no, Will's he's a great player and he's having a great year. So he's one of my good friends.
Drake, I have
Go ahead.
You sure? You were giving us the business a little bit the other night, and you're like, you guys keep asking about me and Josh, which I know, I get it. Wanted to ask you about Josh's toughness. Like, I mean, the guy left the game and got an IV the other night.
Yeah.
And he's got a full body cramp going on. Just like, I mean, beyond the speed and everything that he does, like, I mean, does he just keep showing you more and more just what a dude he is? Like, I mean, what have you thought about just the way
Yeah.
you're just taking it to another level?
Yeah, he's as special as it gets, I think he was over there. I was making fun of him. He just starfished out when he got that full body cramp. I think if he stayed on his feet, he probably would have caught his 4th touchdown of the night. So he's just incredible player. Ended up coming back and making a huge play to get us down to the 5. Making the guy miss. I thought he was about to score that one. So anytime the ball in his hands, it's fun to watch him. But just his passion and love for the game, it just shows. As a Georgia kid, this one would be big for him. Georgia Tech would get back at them. So, any given week, Josh can bring it all. What's coming from number 11. So.
Max said that yesterday, he said that this week's a really important week to see how you guys are with the player-led team, getting yourselves ready after achieving something tangible the other day. Does it help the fact that it's Georgia Tech, especially the way that the game played out last year?
I think they call it a trap game. I think it's one of those things where we got to bring it because it's going to be cold. Kind of some things like last year, we walked in there and they beat us up pretty good. So we just got to be clicking on all cylinders and just treat it like any other game because I know these guys last year they kind of thought that not ruined our season but set it off on a bad foot. So I just got to get at them and watch some film and do the same things we've been doing these past weeks. So I guess it's been working. So.
You haven't been a defense this year that you haven't been able to overcome. Is there anything about Georgia Tech that does pop out to you based off whatever film you have?
Yeah, I think they're long, athletic. I think they got some a set of good corners that are pretty long, and they're going to be physical. They're going to bring it, and I think they're going to punch us in the mouth, and we've got everybody's best shot, so we just got to do a good job responding. But they're going to play hard because I think this is kind of their bowl game, I guess, because I think they said they ruled out they have to beat both of us to make a bowl game, so they're playing for it all, and they're going to come hard. So we just got to go at them.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Drake.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you. Thanks, Drake.
Appreciate it.